let's say you got, you want to send a card to PSA, but it's $300 to send, $200 to send it, $50 shipping there, $50 shipping back. You're looking at $300 for a card to grade it. Well, if I got a card, say for example, there's a Shohei Ohtani gold refractor. It's about maybe a $2,000 card, let's say. Well, before I shell $300 out to get it graded, I can run it through the CardScore machine.
CardScore is crowdsourcing for trading cards. It allows you, the collector, to scan in cards to our kiosks, which are available at many different card shops and card shows. And in doing so, you are able to get your cards scanned into our system and scored by our many scorers out there all over the country. What that does is it gives you a variety of different ways to get your cards pre-evaluated before you get them graded. So, for example, I'm a big Shohei Ohtani collector.
Ohtani, deep and high!
At the National with CardScore, I decided to scan some pink refractor Ohtani Topps Chrome. And what I found was I was getting between 91s and 95s back on my scores. What that did for me is it enabled me to get the confidence to take those scores over to PSA and spend the $250 to get them graded. And I got back 4 10s. So of the 4 cards that I got back between 91 and 96, I got back 10. So you do see some great results, especially on high-end cards that you're looking to get graded that you're just unsure about. 50 eyes to 100 eyes is a lot better than 1 or 2. So, I mean, we're making this fun for people. We're making this fun for collectors to be able to go onto our website and actually be able to score cards and give their opinion. And what makes it so wonderful is you're getting 50 people over your shoulder looking at these cards, you know, giving you opinions that give you confidence. Not only that, but it adds value to your current card already. Several cards I have that I'm not going to get graded that I'm able to put in this one-touch case. Let's say I find a card that I like, I get it scored by CardScore, and I don't love the score. It's a good score, but it's not enough to submit for grading. Well, I have for $16 this one-touch and this awesome sticker to have to put on the card. So it's got secondary value there as well. So the kiosk, basically the way it works is you've got your Epson V600 scanner, and then you've got the CardScore key device. The way it works is you basically scan your card into the scanner here. It's 2600 DPI, so it's got a really great resolution. It takes about 3 minutes on each side. So you'll use this little 9-card holder here to kind of shape it up in the perfect spot. Scan. Once you're done scanning one side, you flip it over, put it on the other side, and after about 3 more minutes, your card is already in our system in CardScore. You type in some details on what the card is, and then it's there forever. You basically have a way to catalog your cards too for free. So if you want to come become a scorer and you don't feel like submitting a card for scoring, you can scan your cards into our system and have a database free for your cards. So the really cool thing about that is if you weren't somebody interested in getting cards graded, you at least have the ability to score cards and make some cash on the side, contribute to the hobby, and also have your cards starting to be cataloged in this database.
You're looking at CardScore, you throw a card in there, scan it, submit it that day. You usually have your grade back within 7 to 10 days. And then you'll have your paperwork back with your slab to put it in, your grade, everything you need within, my experience, right around 3 weeks, compared to, depending on what service level you pick. I mean, before PSA shut down all their lower service levels, it was taking 8 months to a year to get some of our cards back. Now on the expresses for $300, it's 6 to 8 weeks. So we're still cutting that time in half. With everything being so expensive to grade, that $16 price point to have a card graded and have it back in 3 weeks, that's huge. I mean, that would be my number 1 benefit would be, and then number 2, the fact that the card never has to leave your hand. Okay, so here's an example of a raw card I submitted. It's about a $60 to $80 card, I believe. I haven't looked it up in a couple weeks. It's a 2020 Select Justin Herbert field level base. I ran this through the CardScore machine just to see if it's worth me spending the $200 to send to PSA. And here's what happened. It came back today, actually, which was perfect timing, at an 83. They gave the corners on it an 86, the centering got an 87, the edges got a 79, and the surface got an 81. So a total of an 83 at a CardScore. That would tell me that it's probably not worth me spending $200 to send this a PSA, because more than likely it's going to come back an 8, which we all know is not worth grading if it's a current card. It's not going to affect the value. If all, an 8's going to hurt this value. So in my opinion, I would just stick this in the CardScore case, let my customers know it got an 83, and we'll sell it for the price of a raw card, maybe even a little less. But to give an idea of a time frame of what it took, I put this in the scanner, had the front and back scanned in under 10 minutes, had my grade back in about 5 to 7 business days, and then I got my paperwork back in about 3 weeks. And what this is they give you a magnetic. I'm gonna put this card in this magnetic, and then it's got my sticker right here, which breaks down all my subgrades, my total overall score. I'm gonna put it in the magnetic and then just stick the sticker right there on top. And then I usually like to team bag them just to keep them from getting any scratches, anything, kind of keep it all secure in there. But I mean, this is pretty much exactly what you're gonna get back in 3 weeks. I mean, compared to the other companies where it's taken months and months, and the price point at 16 bucks, you can't go wrong with it. Every day I'm seeing this CardScore on social media more and more and more, and more people asking us about it. We're just in the beginning stages of this thing. I think we were the second shop to get one, and we've had it for maybe 2 or 3 months. They've also got a desktop size now I've been seeing that's like maybe a fifth of the size. And I think long term, you're gonna see CardScore become more and more popular as more and more people become aware of it.